Provincetown is one of those places where people go to run away from all their concerns in the city. And they get there and there's a kind of welcoming and acceptance. So I was able to discover ideas about photography that I hadn't really entertained before, portraiture being one of them. This is a picture of a famous art historian who was a friend of mine named Linda Nochlin and her daughter Daisy. And one day Linda came to visit. She was staying at a house just a few doors down. They came to the deck and I thought, oh, they're friends. I'll make a portrait. Daisy had this fiery red hair and I thought it might be interesting, and they both had been a little sunburned. And they sat down and said, well, what should we do? And I said, you make yourself comfortable. I'm not going to direct you. You just be yourselves, and I'll find the photograph in here. Because, in the camera, when you're photographing with a view camera, you're photographing upside down. So gravity is a whole different thing. Anyway, they sat there, and we were talking for a while. And I noticed, Linda's hand fell into this kind of Zen gesture, quite accidentally. She wasn't doing it for any reason. And Daisy, being the young girl she was kind of playing with her mouth. And suddenly the two hand gestures struck me as being very indicative of the ages they were in. A more meditative, inward gesture from the mother and this young girl fidgety quality. And it seemed to me, this is the moment. I made one photograph of the two of them together. And what's special about this picture to me is at that time, I was really influenced by August Saunders' photographs, because I had never made portraits before, this kind of portrait. This is very different from a street portrait. And so when I came back after the summer, I made a print of this, and I put it into my August Sander book, next to an August Sander of a mother and son. And I just studied them together to see where are my instincts relative to August Saunders' instincts? What can I learn from August Sander? And so every time I open Saunders' book, to this day, that picture is sitting opposite that page, and it's always a shock to me to see a color image next to a black and white image.